Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Wine, Cider, and Song, brought to you by Wild Elder Wine and Cider Company. Tonight in the house, we got Dejozio, Vince, Christy, and Tony Dominic. And let me get a picture of them for you guys. There they are. Say hi, everybody. So, what do you got? I know we were talking for the last couple days, and Vince has been writing a bunch of new songs, and they're actually still writing them tonight, earlier, when we got in here.
Yeah.
Changing some stuff.
Yeah. So we like to do it.
Yeah. Well, do you want to start right off with something?
Yeah, we'll start off with a tune. It's called 13.
Okay.
And how cool would love shake your wood up, hanging my heart up, got it shut down. Let us lie tone up, ink in the pen stop, hands on my wrist watch, clap while the time. Hold on, the words in a fool song. 13 is so long, the unlucky man in a fast wind, twisting your hair in notes with my own skin. Won't let you go. Where I drink from whenever my thirst comes, stung by the sweet drops, the look in your eye, how little the paper cuts, less than the words must. The chapter I read enough, you can't turn the page. Hold on, the words in a fool's song. 13 is so long, the unlucky man. I could see you dancing in a fast wind, twisting your hair in notes with my own skin. Won't let you go. Where I drink from whenever my thirst comes, stung by the sweet drops, the look in your eyes, dance above the waves, dance above the waves, before you forget, before you forget me, love, before you forget me. 13 is so long,
job, guys.
Thank you.
You have a little backstory on that tune there, Vince?
13. Well,
Oh, yeah, we do.
13, that number 13 has been following me around my entire life.
I know it's your
In
address.
so many different forms and so many different ways, and usually at pretty pivotal moments. So taking that concept of the 13, and it's really a song about investing time into somebody or someone or something, and the anticipation of what you expect in return. And yeah, so it's sort of built like that into a little bit of a storyline about a relationship. A lot of these songs take an emotion and create them into relationships, whether it's with you know, a loved one or an object or an emotion.
Cool. So you're saying most of your songs recently come from an emotion, and then are kind of you transform them into like a relationship kind of.
Yeah, you know, I sort of write with a little bit of ambiguity. I want to invite the listener to participate in what the meaning is, and then give them little lines of something they can hold on to and say, oh, that's what it's about. But if you dig deeper, it could be about something else. So it's sort of a little bit like abstract art in a way,
Yeah.
which I really love. I love that participation between the viewer and the art.
Yeah.
You know. So and then what you try to do is take that emotion and align it, like tune it with the music so that it becomes one coherent emotion. And
Gotcha.
then let it roll from there. And then what comes out happens.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. Thanks. Thanks for sharing that.
you're welcome.
You know, as you were talking about 13 there for a minute, you know that like Hell's Angels have 13 tattooed on their arm? And it's
Yeah, I know.
because of the letter M, right? Is the 13th letter in the alphabet.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Motorcycle,
Yeah.
music.
Music, there we go. There we go. I like that. That's cool.
Oh,
All right. So you got some more?
Yep. Here's a song called Made It All Up. And possessions of the past, hands out in surrender as I take another fitting glance. They fade. So many laughs in one inside a dream I'm falling from. Glad you broke it up, 'cause the ground was coming up too fast, too fast. Sometimes it feels like I just made it up, made it all up. I crave, vision pulls me into a never-ending maze, far off from revealing any certainty, and feeling fades, and they fade. So many lives, one inside dream I'm falling from. Glad you broke it up, 'cause the ground was coming up too fast, too fast. Sometimes it feels like I just made it up, I made it all up. so far away, far from any semblance of common sense at play. Break it up, 'cause the ground is coming up too fast, too fast. Sometimes it feels like I just made it up. I made it all up.
Wow, nice guys, so good, so good.
Thank you.
You got to get that out. You got to get that. I mean, kids will be eating that up.
Well, we're actually in the recording studio right now, and up at Tony's collaborative creative studio, we're doing an album.
Cool.
And Tony's producing it, playing a lot of different instruments on it.
Nice.
And it's, pretty happy the direction it's going in, still working on it. These tunes have not been played out. Nobody's hearing them except the three of us and who's ever listening to tonight.
We got Eric Bott saying it's a partial London's Lie reunion.
Who said that?
Eric Bott.
Hi, Eric.
Oh, Eric.
And
Yeah.
Evie McCullion.
Abby McCullough?
Evie?
Hi, Evie.
She's saying
Miss you guys.
sounding wonderful.
Aw.
And Beth Chrisman, she's listening in.
Hi,
Got a
Beth.
bunch of people. We got we got an audience of 25 right now.
Wow, 25.
So, all right, Will, why don't you keep it rolling there?
Okay. Here's a song called The Coveted. Fighting for how I'm gonna live, all for the coveted. In the symptom, on the fever's edge, brought down to my knees, all for the coveted. So wipe away your tears. They remind you to run with your grace. Shadows stretch you along against the midnight pace. Where you guide your light, the flame will burn you stronger. Find your peace in time, comfort in your bed. Defy me, gravity in space. This is how it is, all for the coveted. Scattered glimpses in a picture frame. This is how I feel, all for the coveted. Wipe away your tears. They remind you to run with your grace. Shadows stretch you along against the midnight pace. Where you got your light, they will burn you stronger. Find your peace in time, comfort in your head, all for the coveted.
to wipe away your tears. They remind you to run with your grace. Shadows stretch you on against the midnight pace. Where you guide your light, the flame will burn you stronger. Find your peace in time. And this is how I feel. When you guide your light, a flame will burn you stronger. Find your peace in time. Brought down to my knees. Where you guide your light, a flame will burn you longer. Find your peace in time. The comfort in your bed. All for the coveted.
Very nice. Very nice. I love that quiet part there in the middle there, or near the end there. That was
Dynamics.
yes, man. Very nice. At some point, we got to talk about guitar tone because you have a pretty, I don't know how to put it. It's, I guess it's like a the guitar. You got a lot of stuff in that guitar, and
It's pretty simple.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a combination of body pickups and this one in particular. I'm running a mic here, but there are mics inside the guitar. So I have like 3 or 4 different options to go with, depending on the room, the environment. You know, it really depends.
yeah,
And for this, just going into Grace Audio makes a wonderful little preamp for guitar, and you could blend, you know, mic with anything up with a direct signal, get a nice big fat preamp sound.
yeah. Sometimes you get those subwoofers vibrating at the opera house there.
Yeah, you could go there if you want to go there, a la Willie Porter, but
Yeah,
you know, and it also has to do with your right hand too, what you're doing with your right hand, you know. So I don't use a pick, and it's all fingers. So you got the skin on string, gives it a nice warm tone,
yeah.
and that contributes to a lot of the weight of the sound.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Mark Knopfler often mentions that one in his interviews
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
I actually forgot how to play with a pick, which I don't know if that's good or bad. But it's what I am now.
Well, it sounds really good, guys. So
Thank you.
why don't you keep it rolling?
All right, here's a song called Forgiven. And I'm not going to get into the details of it unless you want me to. But anyway.
Spinning on a thin thread of time, beyond the reach of a love denied. Look, by decision, wedded by the chain. 1,000 wounds of my own I have made, but you found me lying on the water. You found me where the rivers kiss the sea, baby. You found me in the sun breaking darkness. You found me often don't come free. Ruby taste the wine, sour on the breeze. But you found me, the lightning on the water. You found me, where the rivers kiss the sea, baby. You found me, in the sun breaking darkness. You found me, I've been waiting. This will all be forgiven. Cross-eyed and blind, waiting on the day, had a chance for this love I made. Yeah. Look for forgiveness on the face of this holy light. The sour taste of grape rotten on the vine. But you found me, the lightning on the water. You found me, where the rivers kiss the sea, baby. You found me, in the sun breaking darkness. You found me, I'll be waiting. Soon this will all be forgiven. Soon this will all be forgiven. Forgiven.
Awesome, guys. I love the harmonies in there. You guys, I mean, you guys have always, ever since I've heard you guys, the harmonies that you guys have together, I've gotten goosebumps plenty of times from them. And just now.
Hey,
Just now.
thanks.
And,
I'd like to see what those goosebumps look like. Well, we've been doing it a long time.
Yeah. So, one of the reasons I put this show together was not only to talk a little bit about the winery and making wine, but also I would love it if the musicians would inspire other people out there listening to get into music, get into writing songs. And one of the questions that I had for you is, do you remember that time in your life when that spark just happened and and you were like, man, I want to play guitar?
Yeah.
Like what do you remember? Like,
well, on the block where I lived, there was this guitar player lived down the street from me, and I was very young, and he was this big burly biker guy with a big Harley chopper, and he was really like a big teddy bear kind of guy, but he was all, full of leather and chains, but behind closed doors, he would be playing like Eric Clapton style and Jimi Hendrix, and I would sit on his front porch and I would just listen to him. And his girlfriend at the time invited me in one day when he wasn't home. He was at work, and she goes, "You're always sitting here listening every night." And I said, "Yeah, I want to be a guitar player. I love listening to it. And she said, why don't you come in and play his guitar? And he had this big hunkin' Les Paul. And I was just a little tyke. And I put it on. I can remember like almost collapsing under the weight of it. And she said, do you want to sound like you're in Yankee Stadium? And I said, yeah. So he had a Fender Twin amp. I remember, well, now I know it's a Fender Twin. And she turned the reverb up all the way and just let me just bang on it.
Nice.
And I was like, that was it. That was it.
Nice.
All I've changed.
Yeah. How about you, Christy? Do you have a story of like when you were like, man, I wanna be a singer, musician?
Well, I started singing in church when I was a child. My grandmother was the church organist. And I remember my first solo Christmas Eve Mass, and I was just that big, and they stood me on top of a bench. And I was looking out into the congregation thinking, oh my God, all these people. My head only came to here in the organ gallery. Like just to hear, it was just like this, my head.
Yeah.
And there were no microphones in that church. There was nothing.
Oh.
And my grandmother played the organ, and she played it very softly for me, just to make sure I was heard.
Okay.
And that moment in that church with my grandmother and her playing with me, I felt so confident because there she was.
Yeah.
You know, she was protecting me and cheering me
Cool.
on, and that was my first memory.
Nice.
That's cool.
Being a vocalist.
Yeah.
How about the tones there, boy? He's
Yeah.
got a...
He doesn't have a mic, but he can lean in there or talk loud.
Well, much like yourself, I was bitten by the sparkle of the banjo.
Yeah.
That's
and
right.
that was my first instrument. But I kind of had music in my soul. I was always whistling, and music always affected me. Even when I was a kid, when I was little, I'd listen to music and I would get emotional, listening to some piece of classical music or anything that was on the radio. I mean, I had older sisters and a brother, so I was digging their music collection. So I had, in that period of time, there were so many different things coming at you all the time. I mean, you could hear on a radio station, you could hear, Hendrix or Three Dog Night, or you could hear classical gas. You could hear, so many.
Yeah, classical gas. Yeah.
I saw Beverly Hillbillies, and the theme music just set me on fire. I was like, oh my God.
That was the first song we ever played together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
I was like, I have to do that. My parents thought, my mother was an immigrant from Italy, and she thought, banjo, what's that? and I showed them, and I said, I have to do that. And they, in their kindness, got one for me.
Cool.
And the rest is history. As they say.
Yeah. I hear.
Tony and I have been playing since we've been teenagers, really.
Yeah, right.
And he played banjo and I played guitar, and we had a little bluegrass band, and
Cool.
And we built that into a little thing.
And then 5 strings became too much, so I cut back to 4.
Yeah.
And now I'm a bass player.
Yeah. Well, great one too. Sounds awesome.
Thank you.
That last song there has to be one of the funnest ones to play on the album, I would think.
Well, we've started messing around with recording it, but it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You can tell, you're
So
right
far,
about
the
that.
bass lines on there remind me of some Neil Young that I've heard, like Crazy Horse kind of
It's pretty open.
slower.
Yeah, he just
parts.
invented that bass line last night, right?
Yeah.
Just about.
Cool. Yeah.
Just kind of popped out there.
What else you
We're
got?
glad to have him here with us. Okay. I got a song here called Fast Car, not to be mixed up with, what's your name? Tracy Chapman? Anyway, it's called Fast Car. Well, it's a long way to Novgorod tonight, on the crooked train in a 105. I've lightened my bags to make a run into your open arms. One I watch is one I dream.
Stars that crowd the naked sky, all the same where I come from. That'll be my only friend, here to be a witness to the night. No, the rails beneath my feet are men, strung across my heartbeat, strumming. I am not been where I'm going. Come a long way to see you smile, hear you laugh and talk about the miles. One chance left for me now, riding on the crooked train. Novgorod Station, don't let me down. You know the rails beneath my feet are humming, strung across my heartbeat, strumming. I'm not been where I'm going. And I've waited much too long. Another sign is passing me by, and I've traded the right phase as the wrong, like a fast car passing me by. Life's a fast car. Oh, the rails beneath my feet are humming, strung across my heartbeat, strumming. I'm not been where I'm going. Oh, and I've waited much too long. When a sign is passing me by, and I have traded the right phase as the wrong, like a fast car passing me by. I have waited much too long, like a fast car passing me by. Have I traded the right phase as the wrong, like a fast car passing me by? Life's a fast car, such a fast car.
Awesome, guys.
Thank you.
Sounds great.
Josh.
And we have even grown a bigger audience now. It almost doubled.
Get out.
Yeah. And we got lots of people talking. What are you drinking there, Vince? Can you tell me a little bit about what you're drinking there?
This is delicious. First of all, I didn't know you were doing this. And a friend of ours bought us a bottle, and I didn't put it together, and then I did, finally, because COVID has, made my brain like Gumby. And this is a very dry elderberry wine. It is fantastic.
Thank you.
It is. I am shocked.
Thanks a lot.
Well, I shouldn't be shocked. You guys do everything good. But yeah, everybody, try this stuff. If you like dry red wine, salute.
Thank you. It is my goal in life to make the best elderberry wine ever.
That is, and you know what? It's amazing. It doesn't
Getting there, but there's things that I want to change.
It tastes
I
like
want to make it a
grapes.
little bit.
Tastes like chicken.
I got some other recipes cooking right now. Well, not recipes, but like techniques that I'm doing to try to bring out the mid palate is what I'm after.
Oh,
Like
mid palate.
The mid palate. So it's there, and as that wine gets more oxygen,
It's
like the
getting
mid
better
palate.
As it sits out, it's definitely getting.
Yeah,
It's mellowing out. Yeah,
yeah.
it is.
But there's like this. There's the front of your tongue, the back of your tongue, getting sensation, and in the middle there's a little dip.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys are getting that, but
I do get. I'm starting to feel like the mid-range dip now.
yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
The dip in the mid-range.
It's a little
So-
scoop in there.
Yeah. So I've gotten some Pennsylvania white oak barrels that actually, if you toast them at a light toast, wine barrels are toasted between 1 and 5, and 5's dark, 1 is light. And I have a 2 right now, and that bridges that gap there. And I'm going to use that to blend into some of the stuff that's in neutral barrels to get that mid palate where I want it.
That is.
That sounds
Thank you
like
for that.
a lot.
Sure.
I was wondering how that happens.
Yeah.
It's all in the wood in the curing of the.
There's a lot of like I'm learning, every day, and I'm making a batch every couple weeks. So
Interesting.
it's
I'm gonna buy a couple bottles of this and put it away for 3 years.
that'd be great. It'll be elderberry wine ages really well. So the 3-5 year mark, totally different wine, really good.
It's
But-
not what I thought it would be. It's actually pleasant. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Thank you.
I dig it.
All right.
Delicious.
Well, let's keep this music rolling.
Okay. Walk slower. All right.
I will walk a little slower in your stride. I will be and if I need someone's shoulder upon you, I will lean. Lost in the rush, lost to my worry. The thieves of time come on, break you in. They steal you blind, make you blind to the glory, leave you with a nothing but emptiness. I will walk a little slower in your someone's shoulder. Upon you, I will lean. Ooh, yeah, so take your cards off the table. You got a hand, ain't worth a dime. Spin your wheel, make your deal. Throw your money on the bet. You can never win. Whoa, and I will walk a little slower. In your stride, I will be. If I need someone's shoulder. Upon you, I will lean. Yeah, and I will walk a little slower than in your stride. I will be.
Wow. Is that the single? Is that the hit single? What's the name of that? What's the name of that one?
We all wish that.
What's the name of that one there?
That was called I Will Walk a Little Slower.
Nice. All right. We had a couple people asking,
Yeah.
saying they like it. We got Weezer.
There's people out there.
Weezer's giving lots of thumbs up.
Oh, how Weezer.
Connie Bowman,
Good to hear from you.
Lynn Highland,
Lynn Highland. Hi, Lynn.
everybody. We even have a Magori on here.
I'm a gory.
Yeah. Sue.
Sue.
My sister-in-law. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Sue.
Hey, Sue.
Are the girls watching too? We'll see.
Yeah.
Christy's little nieces, Sue's daughters, are incredible singers and
Oh, nice.
songwriters too. Great.
Cool.
Yeah.
The little buggers.
Molly and Megan McGorry. Hey, Molly, Megan.
Hey, Molly and Megan.
Well,
Let's not forget Gino
And Shannon.
and Shannon.
And Jean.
how many more you got?
We got one more.
One more?
Is that cool?
Yeah. Is that okay with everybody at home there?
It's our version of In the God of Davida. No,
And Jano and the whole
it's 20 minutes long. This song we just put together
Nice.
is
We
called Cast a Stone.
We look forward to the release.
What was it, an N or an N?
Nah.
Okay.
Cast a stone, ripple out the shore and tie your thought to everyone. Patient rush, dying dawn. In the rustling wind, I'm spurgled in the lightning dust. A promise made, a knowing trust in a hardening word so seldom learned. Now means so much. You got in light, always there to hear beyond the silence call, the laughter shared. A dying dust, a bright as dawn. Pick a stone to ripple out, begin your life. The times we fell, we lifted up. In the turns we bent the force against the waiting rough. We never crush, we carry wounds. Forever we the endless beat of a rich and a rare. Cast a stone to ripple out and reach the shore and tie your thought to everyone, for everyone, in everyone, to everyone.
Really great stuff, guys.
Thanks,
you.
Josh.
Thank you so much for stopping by. And
Thanks everybody for tuning
sharing
in.
some wine
Yes,
for
thank you
us.
everybody for tuning in.
Next, hey, guess who's
The
coming?
vine is fine.
Yeah, thanks.
Elderberry Wine.
Guess who's coming in next week?
Who's coming in?
John Ambrose.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Johnny.
So I want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight for stopping by and commenting. This is going to end up on YouTube, so look out for that. And subscribe to the Wild Elder Wine and Cider channel if you get a chance. And I don't know, guys, what do you think? Do you want to do a nice little instrumental ambient jam on the way out here?
Ambient jam.